you guys, Latoya here. Welcome to my crafty space. I have this card sketch here that I am rolling yet again with. It's a really cute sketch, so why not keep going until I get burned out and then find another one on Pinterest or something. So this time I plan on playing with some of my lawn fawn stamps. So I have this as the base. Again, there's the base layer here. Sometimes I matte on that, as you saw in my previous video. And then there's this like 2.5 inch, I guess it's a border strip with a matte layer on that, this sentiment strip, and then this here is either an image or a die cut with an image. So that is what I'm going for as far as my layout. And these are a few stamp sets I just pulled out that I own. I think I'm going to do some kind of sweet treat coffee card. Now, again, I pulled out the stamps and now I just want to like get busy. I don't want to like overthink, because overthinking is the devil, especially for me. I've learned since, I got serious about this hobby, like, last year was when I really got serious. I did, my destashing and figure out my style and all that. I was also learning how to actually, make cards, like what's the best method for me and how do I figure things out. And one of the things I figured out was that I should not just overthink. Like I really do have to just like hit the ground running and start doing, because I'll have all these ideas in my head and I will never get anything done. So I am doing, like I said, some coffee, but now I took out these marshmallows and that was kind of just like really fast. So I guess I'm doing hot chocolate. I guess I'm going to do some hot chocolate cards. So I guess I'm doing a Christmas card. Okay, I said coffee, so I'm doing hot chocolate. All right. You know what? Hot chocolate. Maybe I can do like a Christmas bar card. And as I said before, stamping things twice is very beneficial, so that is what I'm going to do. Because a few of these things I've never colored before, and I know it's simple, but still you want to have a backup just in case. All right. I'm just going to move these onto my acrylic block just so I don't lose anything. And I have a few things I want to restamp. Okay, so now I need to figure out what Copic colors I'm going to use. I updated my Copic storage like just a little bit. So all I really did was just move all of my light colors to the same section. Unfortunately, this doesn't have any dividers, so all of these are just kind of meshed together. And my BGs and my BBs are still in my original container, but it's a little neater here. You know what? I think I need to go back to this sketch and grab my backgrounds here, because I need to figure out what this is going to look like before I color. All right. So I'm thinking I kind of want to do it like a little vintagey. I don't know how vintagey I'm about to get. Again, this is my first time doing this. It's always a little second guessing myself when I'm thinking. So obviously I want some reds, browns, and greens, but I'm wondering if I want like some cream going on. And if that's the case, do I still want these items to have white on them? Because the only white that would be showing is on my peppermints and the marshmallows. So if you don't know, I don't buy DSP, and I like buying stamps because I can make my own backgrounds because I have separation issues. So if I have the stamp, I can always recreate the same background and not, be upset by me no longer not having something. So if I use this stripe background, that's going to tear me away from Lawn Fawn. And then I span something here. I think I want these dark colors. I think I'll use real red. I want a lot of sweet Christmas things for some reason. That's kind of like in my brain. All right, so I need to stamp out some wood for, I'm guessing that circle, and figure out what this is going to be like. Okay, I ended up bringing in this stamp set because I think I'm going to use the marshmallows to my cocoa to make like a little banner that'll span across here. I'm still not like 100% sure because I don't want to use red, I don't think, for this layering piece here because it blends in too much with that background. So I don't know right now. I'm a little confused. All I know is that I want this to be a wood bar, and I like these images. So I think I'm just going to color the images and figure everything out, I guess. So I'm working on finishing up my coloring. I'm doing this almond milk container now, and you probably noticed I did stamp almond milk here. I decided to use that little stamp in the middle to add more life to my little container because it looked a little bare, and I was like, it'll just say almond milk and that'll be really cute. So yeah, although I make my hot chocolate with real milk, I don't use almond milk. That's just what I decided to go with for this card. Now it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to figure out like red Copic combinations, but it's also been fun actually playing with my Copics and seeing the different tones and such I get by mixing 2 different things or 3 different things together. Okay guys, so I decided to stamp the flower bag from Baked with Love because I'm like, how cute would it be to actually have like a bag of cocoa sitting out? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I actually need to stamp this twice because I'm about to experiment with coloring. And I'm also, like I said, going to make this a bag of cocoa, so I need to omit the word flower. So just going to do a little bit of masking here. All right, looks good. You guys, oh my goodness. Finally, after some trial and error, I have a bag that I pretty much like. It took me some time. Like I said, I'm making myself enjoy the coloring process. It is a little tedious, it is a little hard, I'll be honest, but it's really rewarding when you finally like figure out some colors and you're able to make something look like what you have in your head. So this is going to be my cocoa bag that the hot chocolate mixes in, and I'm super excited to just color the cocoa and just run all my images through and make this adorable little card. So yeah, you can see I had to stamp more images out on the side because my first attempt, I was just like, okay, these colors aren't melding well. I just wasn't, I don't know what was going on. But yeah, if you're new to Copic coloring, I'm just going to say keep on practicing and you'll have something semi-decent. All right, so my coloring is complete. Now I'm going to get my scanning cup. All right. Moment of truth, which I'm like ridiculously excited for. I did adjust my machine, you guys, just so you know. I adjusted my blade before I started, so everything should be cut perfectly, and it does appear so. Oh, so exciting. It's so rewarding to just lift everything up and have everything just be completely awesome. All right, so now that I'm done coloring, I have a whole nother dilemma. I don't know if I should just make this brown or if I should do black. Because I'm kind of thinking I don't really like, I don't know, something about red and brown. I'm a little like about it, but looking at it once more, I don't like the black. It's too harsh. And even the brown, I'm still a little on. Maybe I need to ink blend something because I'm thinking that I'm going to ink blend this here to help it pop a little bit. So now that I'm recording also, I'm like, all right, I need to be like super decisive. So that's helping because I was doing like a whole lot of hemming and hawing. So I'm just going to go ahead, place this down and cut it and call it a day. Now I need to do a little more thinking because I need to figure out what I'm going to have spanning here. And the ink blending I'm going to do here. Or whatever little detail I'm going to do to fill in that. So I just have out my Real Red ink pad and my Cherry Cobbler ink pad, and I just took one of the snowflakes from the Lawn Fawn sets, and I'm just making this little piece of, I guess, designer series paper, I guess, on a piece of cream cardstock. Because I wanted something, but I didn't want it to overpower all of the images that I have here. So I'm like, okay, what would apply? Snowflakes. So just doing this, and it does not have to be perfect if you happen to be following along in any capacity. Looks good to me. All right, I'm trying not to overthink. I've already like been overthinking quite a bit, and I'm like, okay, I just need to stop. So now I'm going to clean this off for one. Oops. So now I'm going to do some ink blending because I want this card to have like a little bit of a vintage feel a little bit. This is what I get for looking at like some Tim Holtz videos. Oh, yeah, that kind of changed the whole look of this card. That's interesting. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and distress this and see what it looks like. Again, I still don't like this red. Looks a little better with brown now. So y'all should notice a difference in these pieces because I decided to just take all of them off and ink blend around the edges to make them the same color of the distress ink that I have on my backgrounds. So now the white pops more and everything looks cohesive because of course I stamped this on white cardstock because I wasn't thinking, and now I'm like, great, I have to do extra work, but it worked. So I just used my little blender brush and held each piece and just got a little busy. So now I can assemble my card. My goodness. Okay, now I'm on to the sentiment. I used one of my Hero Arts rectangle dies to cut out this die, which I'm going to have to cut down further, but I decided to decorate it first. Quote unquote decorate. This is my little sentiment portion. What I'm going to do is use this decorative dotted line from the Tiny Tag Sayings. Just going to use that at the top and at the bottom because I think it'll make it look super cute. And in the middle, I'm going to use the word cozy from this Den Sweet Den set. And I'm going to use marshmallows, but get rid of the S, and cocoa. So it's going to say cozy marshmallow cocoa day, or just cozy cocoa marshmallow. I don't know, whatever. So that is what I am doing. How did this come about? I don't know. Too much thinking, probably. All right, you guys. So I decided that I really wanted something just here in this little space to like close in my card, and I was really trying not to use non-Lawn Fawn stamps, but I couldn't find a stamp that was Lawn Fawn that I really wanted more than this one here. All right, I did it. There was way too much hemming and hawing, you guys. Just because I was unsure if I was going to fill in this little space or not. And look, this card looks absolutely complete now. Like, I am very happy with it. Now, this was an eBay purchase. If you can't tell by the stamp set being inside of a CD case set, which it shouldn't be. This is actually, I think it's Paper Tree. Yep, it's Paper Tree ink. And I don't even know the name of this. It was called Holiday Treats. And who knows what year this is from. But this was purchased off of eBay. And you guys know I'm a sucker for like cookies, cakes, things breaking. You know, all that randomness. Like everything on here is just so adorable. So when I saw it and then I looked up this set and I couldn't find it anywhere else, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and get that. So that is where the stir and sip and enjoy sentiment came from, that I'm literally in love with right now. Like, I'm beyond over the moon that it just brought my whole card together. Okay, now to quickly go over everything else I used for this card. I used the set here. This is the Tiny Tag Sayings for this dotted line right here. I know, super basic, but I needed a line. I used this Thanks a Latte clear stamp set, and I used the Sentiment Marshmallows to my cocoa, and I broke that into pieces to have the marshmallow and cocoa from here. I know, we got to be creative. Got to use what we have, you guys. This set here is the Baked with Love set. I used the flower stack from here, and I did, you know, the masking, and I used another stamp set for the word cocoa, which also is not Lawn Fawn, but it was literally just like the word cocoa that I had cut in my stash from another stamp set. This was like early on in my ruining stamps days and not keeping thing days, but ended up coming in handy for that. This Love You a Latte stamp set, these adorable cups came from that set. The spoon came from that set. And I think that's it from here. This set, I got the almond milk and the container from. This is so smooth. The Den Sweet Den set, I used the word cozy and day to fill out my sentiment here. The S'more the Merrier set, which I thought was only for Essentials by Ellen, but I guess the contract they had with them, it was, you know, they were able to make the stamp set after however many years, because now Lawn Fawn actually like just makes this set. So yeah, but this was like a little bundle. And oh, and I used the marshmallows and the marshmallow bag from that set. And then this random sweet Christmas set, which I'm surprised I used the I almost called it a star, the snowflake, and the peppermints are from here. Oh, the little shaker, I know what set that's from. I overlooked it. It was one of these food sets. Oh, there it is. Forgot about the spice shaker. It's from there. Oh, and then this wood background is actually one of my Stampin' Up sets called Palette Thoughts. And then this striped background is a My Favorite Thing background stamp. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my card. There is so much going on, but it all goes together wonderfully. Oh, this little bit here that I forgot to mention. This is some ribbon that I purchased off of, what is it? Oh, and this little tag here that I created, I used a little bit of ribbon. Also purchased this online, and I just thought this sentiment tag needed a little something, and that was just perfect. And if you can't tell, I did pop up these items here to show that they're closer to, you know, the viewer, because I'm cheesy. And then these items are all just flat here in the back. And I don't know, I just really love this. I'm glad I made it look very like vintagey with the distressing all around it. And I had fun with the little snowflakes in the background. I didn't expect to do that. I'm glad I did go with brown. Black was just like a bit too harsh. It was just too harsh. And I also layered this circle die with another die, and you can see that thin layer of brown also. So I hope you guys like my card. And I guess, you know, like I said, I was looking at Tim Holtz stuff and I was just like super inspired, but I was trying to make a Lawn Fawn card, and I really, really love making like cookies, cocoa, you know, like hot chocolate cards. Like, it's just my thing. So I'm pretty delighted with this and with my coloring. And yes, this is a white card. I glued it onto white on mistake. It's okay. If I'm going to give this away, I'll just actually cut this and glue it onto the right color panel. It's no big deal. But yeah, like my coloring is getting so much better, you guys. I'm so tickled. I'm tickled. I took the time to come up with these combos and put all these together, and it just looks like so much fun. I just want to like jump into this card and have some, you know, hot chocolate. All right. So I hope you guys are inspired, and I hope you all do something crafty that makes you happy. Talk to you later. Bye.